Last time on Races to Places, Heiko returned.
No, everywhere I go, you show up, man.
This is what I'm talking about. Look at the view down into the ice fields. Absolutely stunning. The central ice field is surrounded by glaciers descending down the rock. Embarking on the grand tour Lyndon is currently on may seem impossible for the majority of you guys watching this show due to life commitments. But seeing beautiful sights of the planet reminds me that if you get a chance at an adventure in life, no matter how long or short it is, then take it. If you're not living on the edge, you're taking up too much room.
The lake is subsiding. The rate that the water is now flowing is found a new channel around the terminus, around the toe of the glacier, to the other side, and then to the flow down the enjoyed it. Thank you so much, Tom. Absolute pleasure, Lyndon. No problem.
There you go. Cheers.
Thank you very much.
No problem, absolutely.
Thank you, Tom. It was great.
Absolute pleasure. Yeah, thanks for giving me the opportunity to take you guys in there.
Well, that was a really, really cool morning. To have experience to see the ice field and the glaciers from a different perspective from above was really, really nice. To realise that the whole thing just pushing its way down at half a metre a day, spectacular to see. And the views of some of the mountains and the peaks up there was just quite jaw-dropping, to be honest.
Best seat in the house.
That didn't work. This is high action sport. Rev that puppy, baby. You know what, if I was in all my gear, I think I might take Basil bike through here.
The South Canol is a lovely winding road through a forest. It's a gravel road, and it follows a river or stream, and occasionally there's huge lakes at the side of the road, which are really lovely.
The sound of water with a beautiful backdrop like this, the perfect place to soothe the mind and soul.
I'm on the Canol Road. This is the South Canol, but this road was built in World War II, mainly because of the US Army instruction to build an oil pipeline from Norman Wells all the way down, carrying oil all the way down to Whitehorse. They built this pipeline which was 100 centimeters diameter, 100 millimeters diameter, 4 inches in diameter, just 10 centimeters, 825 kilometers long. And this is the road that it was built on. It's known now as being one of the most famous adventure routes in Canada. There was 4,500 vehicles and pieces of equipment used to build this road and the pipeline.
Today is a big day for Lyndon. He's showing off his brand new chair.
Whoa. Hang on, we're not level here, are we? So I'm super excited today because
This is the first time I've used my new camp chair. I've been spending so much time on the computer with videos and everything for Races to Places and just correspondence and emails and jazz like that, writing my diary, my journal, and I was doing it all sat in my tent, and I was missing all, you know, the environment that I'm in, so I treated myself to this little camp chair from REI, and it's pretty cool now. I can sit with Basil. I've got my little stash of nuts here. Time to hit the canal. Good morning, Canada. Magadan loading. Tent, wash bag, rations, dirty washing, roll mat, jeans and trousers and shorts and whatnot, electronics.
Just having a look around this old graveyard of trucks here. Whoa, that one got stoved in somehow. 399551, still got the engine in it. Old wheel bearings down here. Bit of grease, be good that. Alright, come on Basil, let's go. It would suck trying to cross this river without a bridge. Way too deep. Big boulders.
Party bus. Perfect place for a frenzy, as the show's editor Mikey would say. Me, I just prefer some rest and relaxation here. And I love how its purpose has changed. From the daily school bus, carrying noisy children to and from school, to camper conversion, homing travellers from the elements.
Straight across this, staying, there's a gravel bar, I'm going to try and stay on that. Here we go. Not too bad.
We just look down here a little bit. You can see where there once was a bridge, but along many years ago. You can see the remains of the bridge there. And you know, it doesn't look much, this water, but the big problem is the size of the boulders in the bottom. So they're like this, but in the bottom there. I'd use this old barrel as good a place as any to empty my boots out. Oh man, it's not great. These old buildings look closed in with barrels. Seen where people lived when the trail was built. Really nice to see this. So I've just found a piece of the pipeline, and here it is. This is the piece of the pipeline that ran 825 kilometers. It's pretty heavy, and there's a lot of it. I guess a lot of it's been removed for scrap, people to use for scrap metal, but there's a piece of the pipeline left over. The weather's closing in a bit. See the clouds building. I just stopped to put my heated vest on. It's actually pretty cold. I don't use heated grips. I much prefer heated gloves. They're much more efficient and do a better job at heating your hands. Really rugged 50-year-old plus trail. Not maintained. It's really fun riding. You can tell that not many vehicles come down here anymore. There are some tracks, there's been some vehicles in the last few months, but it's pretty out there out here. I was just on the canal. I've done about 110 miles, something like that, 160, 170 kilometres. The road's so nice, it would be great to carry on a little bit further, but probably at about 270 kilometres I would definitely have to turn around and head back, but that might not be the case now, because I've just met some friendly folk here behind me coming the other way who are exiting, and they've got a little bit of fuel, so I'm going to fill up the bike here and hopefully I'll be able to get a little bit further.
Easier to see when you're filming.
I didn't expect to be pumping fuel in the middle of nowhere. It's coming out of the trailer, look. Need to check it before I go delving in. That's good. Yeah, it's good. Learned my lesson not checking in the past. Always worth having a quick look. You can see Basil up there. I'm just going to climb down here into this creek so you can see this huge washout. It's not practical to go through it. So the rocks are just, I can move a load of rocks and I can waste a load of energy and get through, but in all honesty, in 25 miles time I've got to turn around anyway because I don't have enough fuel to go any further and make it back to Ross River. So for me, I think this is the turning point. I expected to get turned around with a river. That's what I'd heard on the internet and people telling me. But clearly this huge washout's occurred recently, and as a result, there's no way past. So about 135 miles from Norman Wells, and it's time to turn around.
Next time on Races to Places, it's time for Basil Bike to have a change of chain and sprockets.